Hello, friends, family, and random internet weirdos that found this video because of whatever tags we put in. It's our trip to Vegas. This is the One Piece Cafe, just the dessert there. This is at the Bellagio Conservatory. They're doing a Chinese New Year thing going on, so we wanted to get that in there. It's it was pretty impressive, I will say. We've been there before. It was like a story time type thing. Coming up next, though, here in a second, is Area 15. It's a pretty big, it's like art and interactive, especially the outside part. We'll come back to the outside part. This thing is still outside, but you just walk through it really quick. But it's got all sorts of crazy stuff going on outside and then inside too. Like there's some VR experiences, Omega Mart, which we went through extensively. There's a lot of Omega Mart pictures in here, and I'll explain that. So here we are inside Area 15. That's what I meant. Did I say 51? I meant 15. There was some art in a one of those machines. It was pretty cool. And then coming up here next is Omega Mart. So it's like a grocery store, but everything is weird. Like if you look at this produce and the prices, if you look really close, if you pause them, they're really weird. They might not be actually like per individual item. It's like $35 per month. The Infinity Melon, the Diamond Plate Melon, it's pretty funny. And then stuff starts to get kind of freaky. Corn PM, I love that too. I wish that was actually a slushy machine. Then these things open up and you go into the back room. There was a ton of different ways to get into the back areas, and it's where you figure out the story behind what's going on. And I'm not gonna like spoil the story at all, but you buy this employee card and you can scan them at different things inside the mart and in the back area, and it'll give you kind of like achievements and stuff, and it'll give you hints as to where to go. Some people apparently online have said that they've been there 8 hours and can't figure it out at all, and we did the whole thing in like an hour and a half, and so we were very proud of ourselves. I thought it was pretty cool the way it all unraveled, and all of the secrets that we were able to learn and figure out. I think they did an amazing job. But we went ahead and bought the 3 level pass, the level 3 pass, which included this and a bunch of other stuff. I don't know if I'd go again because we did all of Omega Mart. That's the main reason we wanted to go there. But it was really, really funny, and we picked up some souvenirs from there. 96 Hour Energy, that was all funny. The lab is a VR area. There was some like, I don't know, generic seeming VR stuff. It wasn't that great for me. The Beast was a great restaurant. There's a lot there, and our food was really good. So this is the liftoff. It is a thing that goes into the air really slow, and then it rotates the whole time very slowly. And the lady who was in the center, she was pretty nice. She told some stories about her mom. She grew up in Vegas, and so she knew plenty of stuff. Whether all of it was true or not, who's to say? It goes down a lot faster than it goes up. It really went up very slowly. But great time to do it right at closing. Illuminarium. This place was really cool. The first one we went through, and it was about space exploration. And you start in this first room, and then you move into the bigger one. If you've ever seen the ads for the like Van Gogh digital traveling thing, it's under the same technology, and it was really impressive looking at everything. Seeing all these pictures huge like this was very impressive. But the second thing that will be coming up after a little bit was was absolutely insane. There were on the floor little meteors or shooting stars that went between people. So they've got a system that tracks where you are and can tell where you're at, and it would shoot one little shooting star from one person to the next, which was pretty cool. It went on for quite a while, so it's a good show. You can sit down during the whole thing, or you can stand, walk around, see everything. But it was beautiful visuals. I really can't say enough about this. It was amazing, and it was included, I believe, on our tier 3 pass. And when you stood on that thing right there, it would light up, and then it would send a little rocket that would follow you wherever you walked for a little bit. It did have some video of the lunar rover, the real one. This one was Light-Brite themed. This one gets pretty trippy. And there was an old guy watching us. So at first it starts under the sea, or he wasn't watching us, but he was watching it too. And had to be like 80. I could only imagine like what a 10-year-old version of himself would have thought if you were to tell him this existed, thinking back to it'd be 70 years ago, the technology available in comparison. So these are all done with like little individual dots, like pixels, but to make it look like a Light-Brite machine. And this was very trippy. This one I think was cooler than the space. While the space one was real and it was based off images from like the James Webb telescope and stuff like that, this was just full on amazing. After underwater here, I think it goes into dinosaurs. I'm pretty sure it goes into dinosaurs. We'll see here in a second. Can't remember this. That was a cool game that they had going on the floor. Yeah, it goes into dinosaurs because there is a big old long neck right there. This was really, really cool. I gotta say, I loved it. And then those Aurora Borealis effects was not dots, so it really blended pretty well. Then a bunch of asteroids come down, smash everything, and then it becomes space slowly. I think the aliens abduct the dinosaurs, if I remember right. It was pretty cool. And this is when things got like really super trippy. And then in between each one, there'd be a game where you could go stand and it would interact with where you were standing. I did do a City Defender one where it was kind of like, I can't remember that Space Invaders. It was kind of like Space Invaders, except it was just asteroids coming down and you launched off rockets at them. But the whole thing was just extraordinary, and it took some amazing time and design effort to make this thing look so cool and so good. And I feel bad for anyone who was not paying attention, because there were people not paying attention and they just looking on their phone at other stuff. But I thoroughly enjoyed this. I can't say enough how cool this one really was. And it rotates through, so I don't know how much longer they're going to be doing the Light-Brite and Space one. They've done different things, and they'll do different ones. Area 15 is also expanding. They're going to add a Universal Studios area, and they're going to do year-round like Halloween building, I guess, and some John Wick stuff, I guess the lady was saying. They had a car there. But it was really cool. This was all in one day.